Good morning, everyone. Dear students, present lecture is connected with the potential and kinetic energy. As we know that Earth has a basic force of attraction. In the present video, we will discuss the concept of potential and kinetic energy. We will try to elaborate the gravitational force of the Earth. Gravity is a powerful force that attracts objects near each other. Of course, gravitational is a natural tendency by which all things, including planets, stars, galaxies, are bring in near to each other. On Earth, gravity presents weight to physical objects, and the moon's gravity provokes the ocean waves. Under the force of gravity, there are two important energies of any given object on the Earth. They are the potential and kinetic energy. First, we will discuss the potential energy. Potential energy is a kind of energy which is required by an object to sustain itself against the Earth's gravitational force. It means some energy is to be supplied on an object in order to make it stand against this force, or in other words, we can say that energy required to bring an object at the surface of the Earth from the infinity, where Earth's gravitational attraction on object is zero, and therefore it is a negative energy in nature. There is another reason that the gravitational energy between Earth and object is the attractive, and therefore because of attraction, objects will allowed to come on the surface of the Earth by an external force. Negative implies a deficit, and in this case it is an energy deficit. However, positive or negative energy in physics is a concept, is relative one, and it is the frame or the scale against we are being measuring it. While the kinetic energy is a kind of energy that an object have it due to its motion. Of course, it is a kind of energy, so it is associated with work and therefore with the force also. An object have a kinetic energy because a force is required to move from one place to another, or force is released or sometimes done by it in moving the object from one place to another because of Earth's gravitational field. When we push an object, it acquires a velocity which increases its kinetic energy. If an object falls, then it acquires this energy because of Earth's gravitational field. Then another question arises. What is the relation between potential and kinetic energy? When an object is displaced from position of rest, they acquire energy that was already deposited in that object before being knocked out or before being displaced by the gravity. The potential energy stored in the object is accountable for the energy that arises from release, which is called kinetic energy. Please remember that this is only true for big bodies, big objects, and we call them macroscopic objects. It is not true for small objects like atom and molecule. Thus, we see that when we push an object, we impart an energy which is against the gravity force of the Earth. Thus, by pushing, we are working against the position of the body and hence against the Earth's gravitational force, and this force is converted into kinetic energy of the object. Similarly, if we try to stop a moving object, its kinetic energy decreases and the potential energy increases. Thus, it seems that sum of the potential and kinetic energy always remains same. Yes, it is true. The sum of the potential and kinetic energy always remains same. The basic connection between these two energies, means potential energy and kinetic energy, is their capability to convert into each other. In other words, potential energy converts into kinetic energy and kinetic energy transforms into potential energy, and then reverse is also possible. Overall, one can say that converting potential energy into the kinetic energy and vice versa are under the force of gravity, and therefore virtually force of gravity is transformed under this conversation process, because the objects are under the gravity when they are on the earth. Thank you, and we will try to send you next video as soon as possible. Thank you, students.